All right, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to kind of show you guys and talk about the Thrustmaster EVO Racing 32R leather rim that I picked up the other day to go with my Thrustmaster TGT2. I bought these both. The other day, so that I could test them out next to the Fanatec DD Pro. So I've had a few days now with the EVO. Now, this here was actually a very good system to unbox and set up. This is the EVO 2. Very nice rim. So I seen somewhere else that they said these right here were plastic. These are not plastic. These are nice freaking hard metal, and they feel great. They feel great. Now with the EVO 2, in the box you will get you'll get both of the connectors for that. Like if you've got, I actually put the other one in my TGT box. When I test out the T598, I'll pull that out and I'll be showing you guys that again, because I'll be doing it with this rim. So this rim is 320 millimeters. There's you know, fairly good for. I prefer like the rally racing, so I like the bigger rim. So having the 320 millimeter rim on this, if you look at something like the rim that came with the GT, with the Thrustmaster TGT2, let me go ahead and turn this box kind of sideways so you can kind of see these a little bit. You've got 280 millimeters versus 320 millimeters, which is, in my opinion, quite massive. See if we can get those to line up. You've got a good more. You've got a bit more overall. You've got a bit more width. I like that. I have broader shoulders, so like, you know, having that extra torque on this just kind of feels, to me, just feels a little bit better than having my hands so tight together. I don't necessarily like the way that feels. To me, that smaller feeling, it's fine. I can do it, but I would much rather prefer that bigger wheel rim. So another thing that I wanted to talk about. So when I bought my Fanatec DD Pro, this here's the rim that comes with the Fanatec DD Pro. This is about the same size as the one from Thrustmaster. They're both the GT rims, both designed by Polyphony Digital for Gran Turismo. You can see that the layout is kind of similar on both of these rims. Same like color pattern and everything. All of the knobs on here. If you just look at the Fanatec, you got the red, the green, the yellow, and the blue. You have that as well on this. They've got the little freaking things where these here are switches. These here are knobs. These here are not switches, but they're like little joysticks or whatever. Where these over here on this side are knobs with push button functionality. They both look very similar. It's just, yeah, they both look pretty similar. They do. I'm not gonna lie. Both basically same overall like plastic construction. This is more of a rubber feeling. This is leather, obviously. So I don't know. I mean, in terms of like usability, I find both of these very difficult to use just due to their smaller size. I think that they should have been bigger. To be completely honest with you, I think they should have been a minimum of 300 millimeters. That would have probably been the best. But then if they sell you a 300 millimeter rim, there's no reason to go out and buy a bigger rim, you know, because 300 millimeters is basically entry level perfect. So now we're going to look at the EVO Racing versus the V2 hub, the Universal Hub V2 for Clubsport with the R330 rim. And if you look at these are pretty close. This one here is 330 millimeters. This here is 320 millimeters. So they are pretty dang close in size. I think it's, what is it, a centimeter? It's like a centimeter difference or something, or 100 millimeters, whatever. Like these right here, to me, my friends, this is what sim racing is all about for me. You got, now let me give you guys a closer look at this. Now this wheel rim here costs $300 or $441, but then you've got all the aluminum construction. Obviously, this has got the magnetic shifters, just like the EVO. You've got the big old wheel box or the button box on the Fanatec. That, I mean, obviously the Fanatec is a more premium wheel. Like it is. This here is mainly constructed of like plastics and, you know, the obviously the old screw-on freaking quick release, but the overall feeling, they're both leather. This feels like a hard, like almost like a plasticky leather, where this here feels like a nice smooth clean leather. The stitching on both of these, this right here, this, you can't feel the stitching on your, like where your thumbs are on this right here, just because there is no stitching where your thumbs are. The stitching is up here along the top seam and then down right around in here. So yes, you can feel the stitching if you put your hands down there, but up here where your thumbs go, that doesn't bug your thumbs at all. Whereas the Fanatec has the stitching that goes all the way around in there. You can feel that. So I mean, when you're driving, you know, your fingers are going to kind of butt up against that. You see how like the stitching goes back down and around. They do kind of hide it. I kind of wish it maybe would have went just down a little bit. This rim is very comfortable to drive with too, but like the weight of this versus the weight of this, oh my gosh, this is definitely a heavier rim, and this here is lighter. So you're gonna feel more vibrations and feedback through a lighter wheel than you are a heavier wheel. Especially this right here on like an 8 Newton meter, on my 8 Newton meter Fanatec DD Pro. It does kind of drown out the overall force feedback a little bit, not too much. I mean, when I have the base rim on there, the GT rim on there, it feels way too sharp, way too harsh. This here does dampen that a lot and makes it actually a lot more drivable. Where this one right here on the TGT2 absolutely just feels perfect. Perfect. Now this bigger wheel rim does, this one right here on the Thrustmaster TGT2, this does kind of feel a little bit more, not necessarily sharp and hard, because you don't get that sharp and hard feeling with a belt driven wheel. It's kind of always dampered. You've always got like that dampered feeling in a belt driven wheel. So this here, this one here just feels, this actually feels a little bit more muted in terms of force feedback than this does. This actually gives me more feedback. I feel better vibration. I feel better, I feel better overall, just like road sensation, stuff like that with the EVO 32R. Now, I 100% love the construction of this wheel. I do. I think it looks incredible. It looks extremely premium, even next to the Fanatec DD Pro, or even next to the Fanatec. This wheel rim still holds up, still looks very, very good. The fact that you can change out these wheel faces for other wheels that Thrustmaster will be selling, I like that. I like this construction. It's definitely not as premium as the, like I was saying, it's definitely not as premium as the Fanatec offering, guys, but this is a whole $100-something more than what this is. This is $299. This one here was like, this one came to like $337 after tax. This one here was $441 after tax. So about $100 more. Like I do feel like the extra added quality and everything that you get from this for $100 more is definitely worth that extra money. Whereas this right here, I think the $300 for this one, and this is the thing, guys, $300 for a wheel rim. We're not, I mean, you can get wheelbases for $300 now. They have pedals and a wheel and everything included for $300. So when you think about spending that much money on a wheel rim, you just want something that's going to be actually perfect, you know, or close to perfect. And that's what this offers for me. This is This is perfect for me. I absolutely love the leather feeling of this rim. I think it is absolutely incredible. Not one time have I sat here looking at this and been like, oh man, it's not premium enough. No, it's premium. Like it feels premium. Like I do feel good about the money I spent. And that's the thing when you're a customer, because I usually do all of my content as a consumer for consumers. That's what this channel is based on, you know, like honesty, stuff like that. And as a consumer, somebody that would watch their best good favorite YouTuber and see them be like, oh yeah, that's great, and then go out and buy that. If I watched a YouTuber with this rim, honestly, and this is me, like my standards probably are definitely, I don't know, I get told I like bad games and bad products all the time. So it is what it is. But as a consumer, as somebody, if I would have watched a YouTuber recommend this wheel and I went out and bought it, I would not be mad at that YouTuber. I would be like, whoa, dude, this is incredible. Because I absolutely love this rim. It feels incredible to drive on. I love the way it feels in my hands. Oh, that new leather smells so incredible. The button box and stuff, you know, like the button faces and stuff, they're fine. You know, these right up here, you know, work pretty well. Obviously the encoders and stuff are the nice clicky, crunchy sound. They don't overshoot or anything like that. And then you got like a nice little press of each one of these buttons, and then obviously the joystick. It's minimal, but it's perfect. It's exactly what I need for a rally game. That's the whole focus of why I would buy a rim like this. For me, it's for rally. It is for it's for aesthetic and for functionality is what matters to me the most. And this is the price. I mean, I could have got the Sparco one for $200, but I wanted this right here. I like the overall look and feel of this wheel. So when, you know, the fact that it comes with both quick release options, so that when I get, you know, like the new T598, I'll be able to just take this off, put the other one on, and then I'll be able to use it with that. So yeah, in my opinion, I think the EVO Racing 32R leather is an incredible wheel. For me, I love it. I don't have any issues with it. I think it looks absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful wheel. And oh, the way it feels when I'm driving, the way I can feel the vibrations through the material and stuff. Yeah, I love it. I think it is absolutely incredible. So when we look at the Fanatec, man, this wheel here is my pride and joy for my Fanatec. Like I love this thing. This wheel, such a premium experience. It feels very, very nice on my DD Pro. And obviously this here is the old quick release. They do now have the QR2. So the QR2 is going to be a little bit different. I don't have access to that yet. I am potentially planning on possibly picking up the DD Plus. Probably just the 12 Newton meter one. I don't know. Maybe I'll spring for it. I'm thinking possibly beginning of next year or something. Maybe I'll do that. I'm actually thinking about getting that Logitech G Pro 2. I just want to make content on these. I don't really have a horse in the race when it comes to sim racing equipment. This is all like everything that I cover will just be like, hey guys, this is how this plays on the Fanatec, or this is how this feels on the Thrustmaster. I mean, I will tell you guys straight up that my favorite way to play Gran Turismo 7 is on the TGT. It just feels incredible. The second best for me would probably be the Logitech G923. That true force feeling in Gran Turismo absolutely feels incredible. And then, you know, there's games that I would much rather play on the Fanatec. You just have this like direct drive offers that like one-to-one feeling, like it's one-to-one. On the TGT2, they have sensors in there to sense, you know, like the wheel precision. So it's definitely better than the TX I had, significantly better. I feel way more confident in the lines I'm taking when I'm on rally racing and everything else on the TGT2. I do think it works pretty good, but you can definitely tell there's still just that extra level of precision that direct drive offers that, you know, might make or break it for you. I personally don't necessarily feel like the TGT2 is at a significant disadvantage to the DD Pro when it comes to precision. I mean, but I'm playing rally games on the dirt and the gravel and stuff, even on track racers when I'm playing Assetto Corsa Competizione and stuff like that. I still feel 100% in control on the Thrustmaster, on the Thrustmaster TGT2. But the overall feeling on a DD wheel is definitely more precise. Like it does have that precision. So you would so if you're looking at something, it's tough. It's tough. Obviously the future's going direct drive. So yeah, I absolutely recommend direct drive. It is good. The technology is getting better. You obviously have got True Force and Logitech that replicates and delivers more of a haptic feedback for you. And then you're going to have that with the DD Plus. You're going to get that extra haptic feedback. Even Thrustmaster's on T598 is going to have Harmony, which is going to use resonance and vibration and sound and overshoot to deliver even more haptic feedback and tactile feelings over and above what you're already getting. Those technologies are just not possible on a belt-driven wheel. Like a belt-driven wheel was the standard for a very long time. And the TGT2, in my opinion, is at the top of that freaking pile. It feels incredible. Never in my life would I have ever switched if I had a TGT2 before going direct drive. Like that wheel was the pinnacle of that technology from yesteryear. Now we're going to direct drive, and you're gonna see the technology get even better. You're gonna see prices come down. You're gonna keep seeing more and more and more companies out there trying to get your dollar. Now, I've put my faith in Thrustmaster, Fanatec, Logitech, because these guys are trusted, tried, and true when it comes to being able to get developers to support their technologies. All three have their own proprietary stuff, and they do lock their ecosystems down pretty good. But that also gives them, more of a, there's more of a reason to invest in one of these than there is to invest in some of the other stuff out there right now. Especially for console, I think that gives Fanatec, Logitech, and Thrustmaster a definite advantage when it comes to that market, because they have pretty much monopoly on the console market. So that really does give them a monopoly there. But they've built their platforms in a way that it's like it's pretty undeniable what these wheelbases can do on these games. The different proprietary engines and stuff like that the developers support and you get to feel in your wheel is incredible. So yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with paying for the stuff that goes along with these. It is what it is. Like I don't know. You get that proud feeling though, when you buy these products. I did. Like I was proud when I bought the EVO Racing. I was proud when I bought the freaking R330 330 rim. This feels incredible. Like it does. I'm like, ooh man. I sat and oogled this thing for so long after I got it. I was like, oh my gosh, just so much customizability. It's incredible. You can move these little button boxes around to suit your needs wherever you want. And it's just incredible. It feels good. You can put multiple different rims on that. This here, you'll be able to put different rims on. Like, these are incredible, man. These are incredible products. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. There will be a link for this in the description on Amazon. And yeah, this is an absolute awesome wheel. If you decide to pick one up, I hope you use my link, and I think you'll be happy with it. I really do. Like, I have zero issues with it. I think it's incredible. I paid the $340 for it or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is good. I love it. So, all right, my friends, thank you for watching. We'll see you later.